Let's talk about non-compete agreements. Ken Griffin's Citadel has been putting a ton behind lobbying efforts in Florida to allow non-compete clauses of up to 4 years. So what are they? Well, non-compete clauses keep workers from switching jobs, starting their own business, and generally pursuing options in the labor market. There's a good chance you've signed a non-compete clause yourself or know someone who has, but here are some things you might not know. First, a non-compete clause lowers wages. Workers with non-competes stay longer and get fewer raises, and banning non-competes actually boosts wages by 3 to 4%, which I think that's a great win. If you can get new wages rising in fast ways like this, it just makes sense. Second, they hurt innovation. When non-competes are enforced, breakthrough inventions drop. Talented people end up getting stuck in the wrong jobs, which just doesn't make sense for us to allow to keep happening. And third, small businesses suffer most from non-compete clauses. They struggle to hire, grow, or even get off the ground. Nearly half of all small business owners say non-competes block them from growing, and that doesn't sound like good, innovative, dynamic economic policy. In Florida, it's about to get worse. The new Choice Act expands the scope of non-competes. The legislation is going in the opposite direction of the research and the rest of the country, which is trying to ban non-competes and point out just how detrimental these things are for workers. Instead, the Choice Act targets workers who are more likely to create jobs and new inventions. It removes the requirement that an employer must have a legitimate business interest to enforce a non-compete, codifies non-competes to last as much as 4 years, has an extremely restrictive garden leave structure where workers must stay on the job for 90 days. They can't take another job, even in a different industry, unless their former employer gives permission. If they did take another job, they can get hit with an injunction, and then the burden of proof will be on the employee to show that their new job is really unrelated. So bottom line, non-competes are bad for workers, they're bad for business, and bad for innovation. And the new Choice Act is just going to make it even worse in Florida.